Well, parents, we have a safety alert before you hit the store on Black Friday. We're helping you make a checklist and then check it twice with your first look at a toy safety report before it comes out today. We're joined by Michelle Hobar with the Arizona Public Interest Research Group. Michelle, good morning.
Good morning, Connie.
I know you have two categories. You know, when we're looking at toys and trying to decide if they're safe, a lot of parents ask, could this pose a choking hazard and could it be too noisy? Let's start with the choking hazard first and tell us about some of those most dangerous toys that are out there.
Well, unfortunately, we can't single out any specific toy for choking hazards because there are a lot of hazards out there. Right now, the government tests small toys by using a choke test tube, and if they fit into this tube, they're considered too small for young children under the age of 3. But we found that there are certain toys that just barely leave this tube and are still a little bit too big and could be potentially dangerous. So we recommend to parents that they use a larger tube to test small toys, and one that's easily accessible to everybody is an empty toilet paper tube. So if a toy fits into this, it's too small for a child under the age of 3.
Boy, that's a great way to do that because everyone has a toilet tube at home.
Yeah.
Other things that we should be looking at when we're talking about choking too, removable parts and things that can break off easily?
Definitely. Parents can use their best judgment. If a toy is easily breakable and small pieces fall off, then they should look at the size of those pieces and use their best judgment on whether or not they want their small child to play with them.
Okay, and then let's talk about noisy toys because, you know, we're looking at so much ear damage these days from music being so close to a child's ear and then loud toys and banging and electronics and things. What are some of those things we need to be aware of when we're talking about noisy toys?
Definitely. Well, the National Institute of Deafness and Other Communication Disorders recommends that extended exposure to any noise above 85 decibels can lead to gradual hearing loss at any age range. And this toy in particular, this Hot Wheels Rat Bomb, tested at a noise level of 93 decibels, so from a distance of 10 inches. There's certain toys that are on the market that exceed that 85 decibel range and can cause hearing damage in young children.
And when you say 85 decibels, you know, it's hard for people to put that into some kind of a term that they understand. Somebody once told me that if you have an iPod on and you're listening to it and you can still have a conversation with those around you, that's the safe level. Anything above that is above that 85 decibel range. Would you agree with that?
Right. I would agree with that, and also, I mean, if a toy is too loud for an adult, if there's kind of like, ugh, it's loud, I mean, you probably shouldn't give it to your young toddler to play with.
Good advice. I know when we come back to you, Michelle, we're going to talk about lead in toys and toxins in plastic as well, so we'll see you in just a short time. Michelle, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.